talk to Christine Degoy about the BioCoherence application.
Yes.
And how you were involved, where do you come from, and basically everything about you. So if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself to the BioCoherence World Wide Web.
Okay. So it's a story about two persons, my husband and me. And I began my practice 8 years ago, around, with somebody very, very precious to me, because he had such a confidence for me, and it is Dan Winter, and he brought in the past he brought
yeah.
Thank you. He brought the device, a very, very wonderful device, the therapy, in my house, and because we were friends, and he wanted to test the effect of this wonderful device on different people, on friends, and etc. And I was there each time, in each test, and he knew about me. I can see sometimes something invisible from the invisible world, but it's a thing at the time I can't. I didn't explore it.
You didn't explore.
Explore, yes.
When did you start to see things in the other world?
Maybe in the beginning of my life, because it's like.
But then you just have to suppress. Yeah.
No, it's not like that. Not like some people. It's a lot of imagination.
Yeah.
Like an entire world inside my head, to save my life. That's my story. And I practice a lot imagination and a lot visualization.
Very
and
powerful.
Yes, and I was capable to. I am now, in fact, capable to see whatever I want. But this time it's not my imagination, but I can visualize a lot. So I visualize something. It's not about my imagination. It was not. And I can the first time I can see really. It's around weekend with Christophe Alain. It's a very great clairvoyant. Christophe Alain.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
yeah.
In France, it's a Frenchman,
yeah.
And it's a very great clairvoyant, and he understands a lot of things. And during this weekend, I was able to see a lot of very strange things. It was near a river in the south of France. And I realized at the time I was capable of see what some people can't see. So yes, I guess it was a beginning, one of the steps of the beginning. And so about therapy, when Dan came here and knew all that. He asked me each time, and Christine, maybe you saw a thing to tell. You can tell something to these people, to this person. Yes, okay. So I more and more I work on my focus, my concentration, because I knew each time he asked me what I see and what I saw and what I understand and what I I can transmit.
Yeah.
And it's the beginning of this story. And
so it actually just began maybe 8 or 9 years ago when you started working with Dan and the Therapy device.
Yes.
That's when things started to become into a professional capacity.
Yes,
okay,
yes. And
good.
6 months or one year later, a lot of people wanted to see me, so I opened an office healing. Healing office.
Exactly. Fantastic.
And I discovered an entire world, so incredible,
Yeah.
no limits, and yes. And I learned to make the difference between imagination and reality. Even if it's invisible reality, there is a reality.
How do you do that? What's your trick?
Yes, it's quite simple. Yeah. When I imagine something, I can change the form, the shape, the color, whatever I want.
Sure.
And it's okay. It takes this shape, it takes this color, and it's stable.
Yeah.
When it's imagination, that. And when it's a reality, I change the color.
Yeah, okay.
The color it's not stable.
Yeah,
I change I change the shape and no, it's in several seconds it's written in the first image.
Okay, very good. Yeah.
And after 3,000 times I tried, I began to have a certain confidence in this, and when we exchanged with people, we understood when it's right and when it's not right, so I can adjust where and how is the feeling to the reality.
Yeah, okay. Very good.
So it's just experience.
Yeah.
Like when you learn an instrument of music.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So then, when people come to see you in your practice here, what do you do with them? Is it just based around the Therapy device, or are there other things that you can work on with the people?
If I understand the question. In the beginning, this is no problematic, just a feeling. People came just to see.
Okay.
And I saw in the beginning a lot of information, very confused, a lot of color, shape, movement, some energy, maybe sometimes. Sometimes I had object under the feet. I have in the visualization, and step by step I can talk about stories about different things. And after that, I decided it's very, very interesting. I wanted to do this in practice, professional practice. And I had to be more precise, and I wanted very signification in that. Yeah. So because in this moment, people are very. There is something important. It's not a recreation. It's not just for the fun. It's not an entertainment. Yeah. They want answer about their life and about their own story. So there is something very deep and very important. So I had to be very serious.
Yeah, exactly.
With that, and it was so incredible. It was so interesting. Yeah. And something helped me a lot. It's my great connection with Jan Lipnik. He is a friend of me.
He's a friend of yours?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Wow.
And I learned a lot from him, and about the way to have very precise thought and precise signification. And it's a way to concentrate your thought and
cut through all the noise and
yes, and you have to ask yourself before, what do you want to see?
yes, yeah,
Because there is a lot of layers,
yeah,
thousands of layers of information around you,
yeah,
and if you can't, comment on dit la mise au point? If you can't focus,
yeah,
like with a camera,
yeah,
on one thing,
yeah.
it's just a very beautiful cloud.
Yeah. That's actually very, very good advice to give. Actually, you have to be really specific about
Yes,
what
you have to want see something, and you have to somehow before you see you have to want what you want to see.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's for example, the person come with very pain in his spleen, for example, and I answered what connection there is between the spleen and whatever causes this pain.
Yeah.
Is it physical problematic? Is it an emotion? Is it an old story? Is it a lack of capacity of, I don't know.
Past life, ancestral.
Yes, now, future, somebody,
Yeah.
I don't know. So,
which is why you have to focus.
yes, focus on the spleen, and I want to see the connection.
Okay.
And it was very in the beginning, but it was very, very useful, and it influenced all my practice for science. And after that, I developed a certain ethic,
Yeah.
certain way of thinking,
Yeah.
and I don't want interfere with the system of the people, so I just ask what is the thing I can perceive, understand, see, listen, whatever, the most pertinent to transmit to the person. So you understand?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
And because I want to offer for the people the most freedom possible, because it's more respectful.
Yes.
There is more respect, and the person can be more efficient in her own guérison, healing.
Yeah, exactly. So then what you're saying is that once you are able to identify it and you are able to communicate with it, that could be enough for the person just to basically solve the problem themselves.
Exactly.
Without you going in and taking it out and all that. Okay.
So it's all philosophy.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no protocol, there is no recipes, each time repeated. No, it's a lot of freedom. It's just I just put my torch.
Yeah, exactly. What's that over there? Ah, really?
Do you want to open it? No? Okay.
Next week. Very good. And then you work with guides as well.
Yes.
Who come and support you. Is it okay to talk about?
Yes, of course.
The main one in particular, Hathor?
Yes, Hathor. Yes. With therapy, I discover thanks to Jan Lipnik who came.
That's crazy.
Who came 3 or 4 months ago, and he said to me, "Oh, but there is a person here." So, oh, okay. I ask, okay, it's Hathor. Oh, she's here from the beginning. Yeah. Okay, and she's always in the office. Okay,
you're trying to fix your hair. Hello, Hathor.
So yes.
Thanks for dropping by.
Yes, I could feel there is entities, and sometimes there is a lot of them. But it was difficult for me to communicate directly with them. Yeah. Until recently, but so. And Hathor, and there is very signification in that because it's very related with the app and my work and my theorization about all of that, because she's a specialist. When you read something about her on internet. Yeah.
Hathor goes back to ancient Egypt, right?
Very ancient Egypt. Is the first goddess.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, before Isis.
Yeah.
At some time, she's a little démodée. Outdated. Yeah. And Isis replaced her, but the same energy.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like Mary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, Mother of Christ. Yes. It's Hathor. It's with a head of cow.
Yes. Yeah.
Because she can provide milk to nourish all the humanity. It's connected with the galactic way.
Yeah.
Galactic way. It's milk.
It's Milky Way, of course.
Milky Way.
Yeah, very good, very good, very good.
And she's a specialist about the project of life for each person. Because, for example, you can ask her or she knows at what time is the day of your death. Yeah. She knows it. So she's very aware about the mechanism of human life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's all my work. I want understand the very great mechanism of the life and the why.
Yeah, and the why.
And when you have the why, you have the how. You understand a lot of things, and you can connect a lot of information.
So then, when people come here to see you, you can help them if they're in the middle of a transformation in their life, and if they are about to move into the next
but
part.
Step by step.
Yeah.
I'm not Hathor, so.
Just with the torch. What's
yes,
that?
yes.
What's that over
you won't see. Yes, if they won't see very far away, and it's good for them. Okay, I can see, but if it's not very pertinent, I can see just for tomorrow. It's okay, no problem.
Now, how does all of this tie into the application BioCoherence?
Yes.
If you could explain the thinking behind it and actually where it came from your perspective.
Yes. So with Médéric is more in the side of the science and the concrete aspect and technology of the spirituality, because he's in the spirituality too, and me, I am more in the metaphysical theorization, very intellectual thing, and side and practice because I experience a lot with people. And we understand there is very more than the body or the emotion or the psychological side. All is very, very connected, and there is no science and no practice who can put all this together now. So we wanted make a thing, a practice, a device to put all this information together.
Link it all together.
Link together.
Wow, that's so cool.
Because it's so important. I can see in my office, I can see when you, sometimes it's a memory, sometimes it's a situation, sometimes it's a people, sometimes it's emotion, sometimes it's in the body. And when you put all this together, when you create the opportunity to connect all this information, even if you don't know all the details of the information, you create the connection. The connection is more important. You can you can have a very good efficiency in your healing, in your resolution.
Very good. Very good. Cool.
Yes, yes. On y vient.
So then, when a person does a scan, the first thing that you talk about is the identification of their resources and the identification of their priorities.
Yes.
Could you explain that a little bit?
Yes, because when you have access to the big picture, I was able to see there is the majority of the person is coherent. Yeah. If not, it's a death. Anyway. Yeah. So even when you are very sick, the majority of your system is in big coherence.
Yeah.
And I can see this very big coherence, and I can see big spot of resources.
Yeah. Okay. Sick here, but everywhere else is fine.
Yes, so and you have just to put on this very generous resources to help the little problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but there is a little problem because there is a little disconnection because traumatism, because you imagine this capacity is not for now. You haven't the time to use it, and so you let in the side. And but a day, it's a time to reconnect with that. Mm-hmm. For your future, you will need it. So your system decided to reconnect. Mm-hmm. And you have sickness and to reconnection. Yeah. And when you offer the big picture, comment dire à la place de, in place of?
In place of, yeah.
In place of just the chemical side, or just the 3 centimeters around the problem.
Literally, then you have.
Yes, you have access.
Yeah, very good.
So many resources.
And how can the application how can it find all of these problems, and how can it help to identify resources and priorities?
Because
just from a scan.
Yes, because all is registered and all is printed in the heart.
Yeah.
Heart.
In the heart.
In the heart.
In the heart of hearts.
And
so it comes down to
the electricity of the body.
Yeah. Okay.
Not only the heart.
Okay. Yes, and my deep thought there is a very, very strong connection between the art and our soul. So, and the art can diffuse all our project of life in all our body. But each cells can do it too. But the strong connection is in the art, and so you are here as a source of yourself, in fact, in this dimension. And it's important, it's in this dimension. Because we create in this dimension, and it's important to do with that now. And so the device can, through the lots of equation and calcul from Médéric, from the work of Médéric, we can measure what is very high in energy and stable and like a powerful resource. You can count on it, and you have just to reconnect with that or amplify the connection. Like a happy contagious, a diffusion.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Contagion. And we can so see we can too see the part of your being, not only the organs, everything. What is less
shows you literally everything about yourself, right down from your personality to problems in your large intestine and everything in between. It's very, very powerful. You know.
Yes. Yes, and my approach consider every disease. Every disease is not check and checkmate of your system. It's just a transformation.
Yeah, exactly.
And your system do this only and only if it can see the opportunity to evolve.
Yes, exactly.
If there is no changement in your environment, and if there is no opportunity to evolve on some point, no disease about that, because there is no meaning. Okay, it's not for nothing. It's always for something to gain. There is always a benefit.
Exactly.
Always. And your system is so clever, more clever than you.
Exactly.
And you know when it's a good time and when you have the time to do this, even if you feel so check, but you know we can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do it. So when I see my approach, and when I see a door, a closed door, a thing very blocked, without energy, without movement, it means it's not relevant for this time to do whatever you want to do with that. It's like it's sleeping, okay, and it's not the way to resolve, because it's like the organ or the cells are in retreat. And no, not me. It's not the time. I want you develop other things, with other ways, with other capacities, and I come back after. I will come back after.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Be back in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Very good.
So it's no meaning to want to hop to bed and wake up and go. No, it's not the time. But you can with the app you can I think it's my approach. you can nourish the resources and amplify the connection.
But then,
transform.
But then actually first, when you scan, it actually just gives you a full view of everything.
Yes.
So the first step is to know, is to actually know what and where you are. With the scan, you can see basically everything about yourself, and then you can start to look at fixing these things. Using your resources that you have. So then you can then take that to a professional who can then basically work with you to basically fix or to improve some of the things that the scan finds. Or you can build a custom sound frequency meditation using the application, which is basically specific for you, specific for the priorities that have been identified. And you then basically listen to the sound frequencies and you listen to the spoken word meditation. And then you will essentially heal yourself step by step as you listen to these frequencies.
Yes.
Would that be fair to say? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
No, exactly that.
Okay.
Yes. It's very, it's different for each person.
Yeah.
And I want to see, I want to tell, no.
When I was coming across here today, I did a scan on myself this morning, and it built maybe 40 minutes of custom sound frequencies, which I basically played on my phone using my noise cancelling headphones. And as soon as the frequencies began, I instantly felt better. As soon as they began, just that first ding.
Yes.
And then you basically listen to them as you're going about your day, and somehow they help to recalibrate.
Yes, it's amazing. It's like when you learn, in the same time you are playing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're playing with it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like you are very in good humor, in good mood.
Yeah.
To work on yourself. Without pain, without difficulties.
Yeah,
it's like a game, it's like a party of music, it's like a
and actually you guys have designed the app to actually feel like it's fun when you actually use it, because when the scan is done, you see all of these amazing animations and these amazing graphics which show how the energy flows around your body. It shows you where all of your chakras are and how they are interacting with each other.
Yes.
And then when you go into the sound frequency part, it's just really fun to use. And then when you go through the frequencies, you feel fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, it's very.
Yes, and we have a lot of more idea to.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. But here, so let's just say you have a professional out there who basically works with his or her hands to help to heal people. Would they see this application as a threat to their world, or is it something that will complement their world?
Yes, it's very complement. It's all the way of thinking about this app and this culture we developed. It's there is very connection between. It's a systemic view, and the all is very linked, like matter, energy, and information. And when you use your hand, you are very connected with the matter and with the energy, and maybe the app can provide the information dimension.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you are complete.
Yeah.
So each practice can find a complement, a complementarity with the app on the aspect of information, of energy, in the pulsation of your heart is very in the matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, there is a great complementarity, I think.
So then this is a tool that can be used by an osteopath, by a kinesiologist, by a TCM expert to actually use to actually help them in their job.
Yes, and it's a way for some people to change of paradigm.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the future.
Learn, yes, and to learn to see the resources.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And when the clients arrive or the patients arrive with, I'm in pain, do something for that. Okay, I understand, I listen to you, but what is her resources?
Yes, exactly.
I can use it, and it will be so respectful for the person because it's her own resources. It's not mine.
Yeah.
It's not a foreign thing.
Yeah, exactly.
There is already a very big complicity with his own resources, so it's more efficient, more rapidly. Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Yes.
So then, if you are a professional, it can be used to complement what you already do. But then, if you are just the average person in the street and you want to essentially get a view of your own health, you can basically use this app. You can use the sensor to scan.
Yes.
And basically start to do start to do the meditations.
Yes, and with the frequencies and the meditation. Anyway, you increase your internal communication.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and
which I have found for me as well. Actually. Yeah.
It's
I've
always
actually found that myself.
Yes, because with very bigger communication inside yourself, you are more powerful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Simple. It's simple.
Yeah. Do you know what? These things are very, very simple. You know what I mean? Yeah, cool. And then if we could talk about the meditations, you have the 33 app, which is a list of 30.
Yes, because
could you explain that?
Yes, I wrote.
Yeah.
Thank you. I wrote.
Thank you, Mallory.
I wrote a book, 33 treasures, about 33 wonderful like puzzle we put together with my clients. Yeah. Because it's in the first year I practice. I discover this big picture and this wonderful world with my clients, and they bring at the time brought. Yeah. Thank you. They brought to me so wonderful part of themselves, very, very coherent, very accomplished. It's the fruit of the product of a lot of lives, I imagine, and a lot of work, and a lot of understanding and wisdom. And there is some part of very coherent thing. And we put together, and I can construct some artifact, some tools of wisdom, and it's so coherent that we can share. It can be transmitted. Yes, because it's so universal. Yeah. And this book, it's these 33 stories.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have the application where you can go and listen to.
And to integrate for ourselves these tools. Very helpful. I made 33 meditation, and it works. So it
does work. It does work.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the meditation is a way to increase the intercommunication, and guided meditation. It's wonderful because it's not increase your ego. it's not isolate you. It's not put you in a different world. It's you are connected with a voice,
Yes.
so with with another people, another person. So you are in connection, and you are just a little time, during a little period. You are guided, so you are with humility.
Yeah, you can just
It's natural. You develop confidence and serenity, and after that you return to your life. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yes.
And what's the next plan, or what's the plan for BioCoherence? Now that you have the scan, you can now basically help to identify a ton of things. You can now help to heal those things.
Yes.
And what's next?
Yes, I have a ton of
You've
ideas.
got tons of stuff left.
And one of them is put in the visualization in 3D, maybe with virtual reality.
Ah, very good. Being able to
And you can maybe you could see your body and everything, and something and the energy travels on your body, and maybe you can see your organ as a resource. Wow. And you guide the energy with you. I love it.
Wow.
That's actually the first plan for the app.
What to actually be able to see it?
Yeah, to be able to navigate into your own body.
Oh my god.
So it will come at one point.
I can't wait to see that. Fantastic. Well, I guess is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Or?
No, it's yes, a good question. So it's okay.
Well, then actually, just from me, thank you very much for basically creating this application.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic.
And thank you for your enthusiasm.
Avec plaisir.
So precious.
Thanks, Benedict.